Some moments don't arrive loudly. They slip into your life quietly and leave devastation behind. My name is Patricia Mendoza. I'm 58 years old, and the day my life turned upside down began with something that seemed small until it wasn't. It was a Sunday afternoon, the kind of slow, familiar Sunday I had lived 100 times before. I had spent the morning cooking, as I always did, a full family meal: turkey, mashed potatoes, homemade gravy. The house smelled warm and comforting, like safety, like routine. I lay down for a short nap just after lunch. The sun filtered softly through the bedroom curtains, painting the walls with golden light. I remember thinking how peaceful everything felt. I slept for less than an hour. When I woke up, something felt wrong immediately. There was a strange lightness on my head, an unfamiliar sensation that sent a chill down my spine. I lifted my hands, running my fingers through my hair, and my heart dropped. It was gone. Not completely gone, but destroyed. My hair, which had once flowed down my back for decades, now barely touched my shoulders, jagged, uneven, as if someone had hacked at it with no care at all. I leapt out of bed and ran to the bathroom mirror. The woman staring back at me looked broken. My hair had been cut while I slept. 30 years of care, 30 years of memories, gone. I stood there trembling, my reflection unfamiliar. My chest tightened so hard I could barely breathe. That hair wasn't just hair, it was a part of my life, a part of my past, a part of my husband, Robert, who used to braid it for me on quiet Sunday mornings before he passed away. I walked out of the bedroom slowly, my legs shaking. In the living room sat my son, Ethan, and his wife, Lauren. Lauren smiled. Not kindly, not nervously. It was a smile that still haunts me. What happened to my hair? I asked, my voice barely holding together. Lauren crossed her arms. Her voice was cold and deliberate. That's how you learn your place. The words sliced straight through me. I turned to Ethan, my son, the child I had carried, the boy I stayed awake for during nightmares, the man I supported when his father died. He didn't stand up. Imam, don't make a big deal out of it. You're too old for long hair anyway. It made you look outdated. Lauren was just trying to help. Help. That word hurt more than the scissors ever could. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I simply walked back into my bedroom and closed the door. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at my hands shaking in my lap. That was the moment something inside me cracked. But what I did 3 days later would bring them both to their knees, begging, crying, desperate. And even now, I still ask myself if I did the right thing. Before I tell you what happened next, you need to understand who I was before that Sunday. I wasn't weak. I wasn't foolish. I was loyal. I was raised in Philadelphia in a family that believed in care, respect, and preservation. My father sold fine fabrics, and from a young age, I learned that anything valuable must be treated gently. I met my husband Robert when I was 23. We built a life slowly, not with extravagance, but with consistency. Morning coffee, quiet conversations, shared responsibility. We bought the house in Westwood when our son Ethan was barely 2 years old. That house held everything: birthdays, laughter, grief, healing. When Robert died suddenly 5 years ago, my hair became a way for me to hold on to him. I refused to cut it. Every strand felt like memory. Ethan was our only child. We gave him everything: private education, emotional support, financial help. Maybe too much. After college, he struggled to find his footing. Jobs never lasted. There was always a reason. Then he met Lauren. At first, she seemed charming, loud, confident, stylish. but something in her eyes never settled right with me. They married quickly, too quickly. When Ethan asked if they could live with me temporarily, I said yes without hesitation. I believed family meant sacrifice. I even helped them financially, $2,000 a month, every month. At first, things were fine. Then the comments started. Small at first, quiet, sharp. That dress is outdated. Your cooking is too heavy. People your age don't do things that way anymore. Ethan laughed along. I stayed silent, because mothers always make excuses for their children. Until the day I woke up without my hair. That was when I realized something terrifying. I had allowed my love to erase me, and that realization would change everything. 3 days after my hair was cut, I uncovered something hidden inside my own house, something that proved this was never just about control, and when I found it, I knew there was no going back. That Sunday night, I didn't go downstairs for dinner. No one knocked on my door. No one asked if I was okay. From my bedroom, I could hear laughter drifting up from the living room, the sound of a television comedy, the clinking of glasses, the comfort of people who felt no guilt at all. I sat on the edge of my bed and gathered the loose strands of hair scattered across the pillow. Silver strands, soft, fragile, 30 years of care lying lifeless in my hands. I wanted to cry, but the tears wouldn't come. Instead, something colder settled in my chest, something heavy and quiet. The next morning, I woke before sunrise. I stood in front of the mirror again, hoping it had been a nightmare. It wasn't. My hair still looked like an injury that hadn't healed. I walked downstairs slowly. Lauren was already in the kitchen, sipping coffee from my mug, scrolling through her phone. She didn't look up. "Morning," she said casually. I poured myself coffee. My hands shook so badly that I spilled some onto the counter. She sighed. "Patricia, don't take it so seriously. It's just hair. It grows back." Just hair. That's when I realized she would never understand, because to her, nothing I owned truly belonged to me. Not my house, not my money, not even my body. Ethan came down later, freshly showered, wearing the cologne I bought him every Christmas. "Morning, Mom," he said lightly. "Did you sleep okay?" I looked at him and felt something unfamiliar. Distance. "Ethan," I said quietly, "what she did was wrong." Lauren looked up sharply. "Wrong? Please, I helped her." "You entered my bedroom without permission. You cut my hair while I slept." "And?" Lauren replied, "You're acting like it's a crime." Ethan rubbed his face, clearly irritated. "Mom, let's not turn this into a drama. It's over. Lauren didn't mean harm." I waited. I waited for him to say sorry, waited for him to defend me. He didn't. Something inside me detached completely. I didn't argue, I didn't plead. I simply walked back into my bedroom and closed the door. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at my hands shaking in my lap. That was the moment something inside me cracked. But what I did 3 days later would bring them both to their knees, begging, crying, desperate. And even now, I still ask myself if I did the right thing. Before I tell you what happened next, you need to understand who I was before that Sunday. I wasn't weak. I wasn't foolish. I was loyal. I was raised in Philadelphia in a family that believed in care, respect, and preservation. My father sold fine fabrics, and from a young age, I learned that anything valuable must be treated gently. I met my husband Robert when I was 23. We built a life slowly, not with extravagance, but with consistency. Morning coffee, quiet conversations, shared responsibility. We bought the house in Westwood when our son Ethan was barely 2 years old. That house held everything: birthdays, laughter, grief, healing. When Robert died suddenly 5 years ago, my hair became a way for me to hold on to him. I refused to cut it. Every strand felt like memory. Ethan was our only child. We gave him everything: private education, emotional support, financial help. Maybe too much. After college, he struggled to find his footing. Jobs never lasted. There was always a reason. Then he met Lauren. At first, she seemed charming, loud, confident, stylish, but something in her eyes never settled right with me. They married quickly, too quickly. When Ethan asked if they could live with me temporarily, I said yes without hesitation. I believed family meant sacrifice. I even helped them financially, $2,000 a month, every month. At first, things were fine. Then the comments started.